Kyonkata. Yeah, so hey, and then yoi, Junzuki. Then it's Junzuki Jodan. So back into the side. Yeah. So up, Iraken, moving in, and punch, and out. Okay, so try not to do 1, 2. You should be way past that now. Not just 1, 2, 3, else mix there going, yeah, whistling. So try and make it 1 move, and then moving. Just slightly off, so, right. So if I step back, yeah man, there's no real need to step to the side, because if I'm in the center, yeah, when I go into my Junzuki stance, I've actually gone off center anyway. So there's no need to go extra. Yeah, and then just bring your arm up to where your head was. Yeah. And obviously as you're bringing it down, try and use your elbow. Yeah. Think about where you're actually applying your pressure. It's the orientation of your hand. If you put your hand like so, yeah. If I put my hand like this, I can't do it. If I just orientate it, it has a totally different feeling. And no matter how much you try, you won't do it. As soon as you change, it's totally different. Okay, last couple, because we need to crack on. So, number 2, from Kyonkata, yeah? So the story is, right leg back, left hand up. This time, left leg back, right hand down. So you're swapping. Don't know whether that's a coincidence or whether it's been planned. Most probably be a coincidence. But bring your arm across. Yeah? Then, yeah, like Pinanyon then. Spread it. Okay. And out. Yeah? No need to do a great big Gidan Barai, just a grandfather clock. Yeah? Forward. Yeah, and down, and punch, and watch mixed knees. Yeah man, your Gidan Barai, I suffer as well. I go too high. Yeah, really, if you've got your hands there naturally, yeah? That's Gidan Barai. Yeah, not a big actual movement, just literally used your body turn. So less is more. Try and do hardly anything. Try not to go forward too much. That's an additional. I think when you're teaching beginners especially, then just drop. That's enough. If you're going forward, you need to use the going forward as part of your attack, not just the 1, 2 stopping. This is Suryuki. If you want to use it, fine. But if you're doing a grading or you're teaching beginners, then literally stop. Yeah, then go. All right, so just have a look at the position of your Gidan Barai. If you're doing the pressure points, it's a bit difficult. I don't want to get them 100%, but try and get it where the muscle is actually folding over one to the other. Instead of directly onto the muscle can take that. But it's when it goes in between, one wraps over the other one. I think it's because it's nearer and sweeter, nearer the bone, sweeter the meat. Yeah, so, yeah. That's it. Yeah, carry on. These are only little bits to add in to yourself, but have a play about with their balance as well. One, this way, this way, this way. So try and think of 3 directions as well, yeah? Because it's not just knowing the Ippon committee you're doing, but you need to try and apply bits and pieces that you already know in other techniques. So really, Mick shouldn't, he should be, as soon as he's finished, I should be here. Yeah, should be that way and this way. Yeah, and this way as well. So I play about with the balance. Yeah, so don't just do it and think that's it. See what other spices you can put in there. Yeah, carry on. If you now go back to your original. First one. No, number 2, but normal. So 1, 2, 3. Start to get them to go. Then control. Come around. And back. Okay. Just so as you can see. One, 2. Get the body to go. Control this arm. Through. Step back. As soon as I go, let go. No, don't hit the floor or anything, because that's knife defense, isn't it? You know, when you take. But just so as you're flowing, yeah? 1, 2, 3, control round the back. Yeah? And out. Which you hear. Yeah, you've got them over here, haven't you? The head. So really you want to control this position. You don't want this to come back because your granny's. So I want to control that one. Then this one. Yeah? And the lower you go, if you're high, it struggles. If you come a bit lower, yeah. Can you come round close? Come on, Dan. I know you yet. This position, if you come round. If you see some neck locks, they use a cantilever, not cantilever. They use the height here, yeah, to do it into the neck. That's all right with the neck, but what you want to do, we're playing about with trying to position the body a little bit more. So if you come down to do it, can you see what happens to his feet? You're trying to find that centre. If it's here, it doesn't actually affect his feet. Slightly lower, I'm changing his centre. So now to try and gain his centre, he's going to have to start moving his body. So now, you know, just put the lock on, but then have a play with where your hand needs to be, just for him to adjust. So, UJ, yeah? If I go on here, it's directly onto the neck, and you're raising the leverage point. If you start gradually coming down, you want to find the point where he changes his centre and he has to move his... And it's easier then to take. Okay, so have a play about with that height. And back. Yeah? Couple more and then we'll crack. Number 3. He's from what kata? Pinanidan. So you just, excuse me. So all you need to think about is a door and you're on the hinge and you are opening the door. Judah? And let it through. And One move. Not this. Drop. Breaststroke. Okay. Carry on. Watch this, because, yeah? Kerry's feeling H down. No, considerably lower. Tap me. Sorry, Mick. Not hitting it, just
dropping.
Yeah. Just the more you can relax, the more weight you get into that drop, and you should have felt it. He's moving that way because I'm actually leaving my hand and I'm taking my body weight forward. So you don't have to punch until you're almost there. It's not. Yeah, man. The more you can control your arm, that's when you start going into your seishan. You know, keeping the elbows in. So one down. Keep not here. Keep the elbow in. And it's not. And Ryusui. Can you see it? I'm covering the elbow, but I want to punch with it. So really, I want to swap places. But that's done. With moves forward because my body's moving forward, not the arms moving independently. Yeah, it's that transition. Suri, but with Ryusui. Yeah, carry on. Yeah, I mean, try and use your okuriashi to squeeze more out of it. So go longer. I've said to a few of you to just go a little bit longer with your stance. Yeah? So I can move, I can punch. Now I can move in again with a punch. So give yourself enough room to use the okuriashi maybe a couple of times instead of a short stance and and then all I've got is my arms to punch with. Yeah, so again, longer stance. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah, carry on.
What?
So it's a lot closer to the body instead of. Okay, yeah, man. I've always had a little bit of about this is Pinani done here, but this is where it's from. It's not exactly Nuktai, but so it's a kuriashi, not just Maegeri, because he's got to do a kuriashi because he's got to come into kicking distance. Okay. So I'm going to Russian roulette, then turn. Yeah. Okay, because Yeah, then drop. And you've already done this move, so you should have helped you. Yeah, when you're doing a combination, oh, sorry, you're back. When you're doing a combination, you're always thinking of the next move. So you've done a little bit of this in the previous one, so it should help you. Yeah, but make sure it's back, turn, stow, dropping the elbow, like an aeroplane, propeller. Yeah. And then out. Okay? Some of you are having difficulty with this. So what you need to do is you need to break it down. So, push. You're trying to do this, yeah, instead of compress. Compress, then I'm taking the arm and the body. All right, so don't rush it. 1, Ryusui, rotate.
Are you putting a bit of the gash on the
Yeah, a little bit of a nagash to get the punch in. Not no hands. Yeah. Just enough. Yeah. Okay, carry on. 1, 2, compress. Because that will continue your body weight. Yin. Using the gash in your punch as part of the technique. No, people see this, they see that, they that, and then it's like, oh, I'm here now I've got a punch, and it's just with your hand. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, punch. Yeah, using the gash with your punch. Okay, so number 5. So Pinan, Shodan. Not this. Because I want to come back into the centre. So that means you've got to lose your centre. Okay? So back. Then okay, been speaking over here. I'm not saying that you're doing it, but okay, it feels like some of you are doing. Have you seen the old toy monkey playing there? Yeah. So instead of feeling as though it's this, which is, you know, what the. Okay. So instead of doing that, do the symbols this way. And your body weight's got to go in, else it will be just going across. Okay, so not the, yeah. And this is going in, surely. Yeah, carry on, a couple more. That's why we're doing these, because blow the cobwebs away. Right, come on, I knew there was something missing. Stop. 1, 2, okay, let's start having a play. Some of you are struggling with doing the kazushi, the urimi. Yeah, you've got to move in. So you've got to think that your thigh is a triangular shape. A triangular shape. Yeah, just move around a bit, just those. So, first of all, go in as close as possible, but don't push in that way. So you got your weight going forward and you drop in, so they're going to feel the weight coming here, and then their leg's going to start going sideways. So you put those two things together. There's no collision, it's just I'm taking their space. And then, if I have gone fractionally too wide, then use your turning on the ball of your feet. It's just...
Shift to the inside, so
Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you pull this foot back, don't just pull it back square, because then, can you see I'm having to go across? So when I pull this foot back, I want it in line with Sensei Kerry's foot. Then,
You follow the centre.
that slide will change your technique. Yeah. All the way through, and then we can take it. So we looked at the feet, now we've got to look at the arm. So just try this. It's not part of the technique itself, but if you're finding it difficult to do with somebody, so when you go in, so this time I'm thinking about this way, this way, this way, and round. This way, this way, this way, this way. You can have a play about with their body positions, back, forward, round. But don't pull, don't tug. You're doing your chin toe. Very, straight turn. Straight turn. Straight turn. Don't be in a rush to turn. Yeah? So, this time, just pick a couple of those points, because you've got half a dozen different things to do there. Yeah? Just think, this time, I'm going to think about this, 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 this. Next time, still going to think about that, but I'm going to think more about going in tight and coming around the back. Then I think I'm going to make sure that when I go in, I'm going to rotate more. Then I'm going to do Nagash, Haito. Just highlight a couple of ones that you're going to emphasise or try out. There's lots in there you can have a play about with. Yeah? And different skill levels with it. Carry on. Okay, pin and stand down. Okay. Either of you two, it doesn't matter. Okay. So this is, you might be better off this side actually. Possibly.
Okay, then two then.
Well, first of all, you need to go back and understand your centres. So Kerry's, slowly. Kerry's punching here. So what I have to do, this is the start of understanding your kyons. I want to be, then I want to be. Yep. I'm trying to keep away, but this would be going up to no. So you want to keep your rotation. So Kelly should feel nothing. It should feel like gossamer. We've got to get to the chemist after anyway, so ready? So,
That's what we're even doing.
1. Okay. Yep. Or you can go back. Yeah, a bit more challenging to keep space. So think about moving and turning.
Yep.
Then rest it on the top as you do. Yeah, then bring this up. If you can associate this one a little bit with your Gomitigata. Yeah, with this one. So, you know, tune up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Shall we do?
It's fine. Covered it.
We're not doing number 1.
No, we'll just carry on doing what we're doing here. This is trying to associate this one with, yeah, Gomitigata. It's trying to get your this turn with this. Changing your hip position, you know, backhand, moving quickly. Yeah. Now Gomitigata, Chudan, with this. Similar hip movement. So if you're going to do one, you can do the other. Yeah, but you must learn it before you let it go. Yeah. Okay, so these have been good tools to embellish. Yeah, and it's not just one technique. There's lots of little bits and pieces. And that's when it becomes yours. After you took your downgrade, that's when you have got the skill level to improve, to add bits in, think, well, it didn't really work for me, I'm bigger, I don't need that yet. Yeah, if I can do it like this, then maybe I can do it a little bit quicker, a little bit sharper, but still to keep the technique, still respect the move. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Finished? Right.